Hi, welcome to the Infinity Cricket Show. My name is Nav and this is Ravi. We're here reporting live from the MCG. Australia has won by 8 wickets in the Boxing Day Test match, and what a match it was, Ravi.
It was such a good match to see. Obviously, being the Boxing Day Test, probably the biggest cricketing event in the Melbourne sporting calendar, and also in the Australian cricket team, and everyone looks forward to this day. So it was great to see all of it unfold. And what did you think about Chris Rogers?
Oh, I thought he played a marvellous innings today. Was quite composed. I think a lot of people were wanted to come and provide the fireworks.
Yeah, that's right. And he came out of his shell, played his shots, was on the front foot, and really he wasn't the normal player that we'd seen this series. He really did attack the ball. It was great to see that, and did it in front of a large crowd over the last few days. What do you think about that?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, before we talk about the crowd, let's talk about Rogers' innings. 116, 64th first class 100 as well. I think he is really matured as a player, and I guess he gives Clark the confidence that he can rely upon a really good opener for Australia. So, talking about the second point, crowd attendances, people thought that Test cricket is dead. Clearly it's not. 271,000 people have turned up for this Test match. We had a record crowd at the MCG on the first day, 91,092. Broke the previous record that was set in 1960-61 with the West Indies of 90,800. So, Ravi, I mean, it doesn't really need to be T20 cricket for people to come in.
No, definitely not. I mean, Ashes cricket, obviously the English and the Australians, that's what they strive for. And obviously we can see that everyone still loves it. And it's great to see because, like you said, everyone's just going around talking about, it's all about the T20, it's all about the Big Bash, it's all about the IPL, but no. Obviously Test cricket is well and truly still alive.
Absolutely. So what's your favourite moment in this Test match, Ravi? Maybe someone from Australia and someone from England, your two favourite moments?
Being a Victorian, definitely Bucky Rogers and his 100 was amazing to see. I actually got up and had a massive fist pump when he played that cover drive down, and it was great to see that. He's an impressive and now he's playing on in the international scene, and to do it in his home ground in Melbourne is awesome. And in terms of the English, this Test really, there was not much to really be, proud about, apart from probably the bowling that they had in the first.
Any moment that kind of stood out? Doesn't really have to be performances.
Probably just Cook reaching his milestone of 8,000 runs.
Oh yeah.
Being such a good batsman at a young age.
Yeah.
Him and both Michael Clark reached their milestone in the same amount of matches, the same amount of runs. Yeah. And but obviously Cook's a bit younger, so that was great to see it all happen.
Great. I think the moment for me, obviously Bucky Rogers today, he's scoring the 100, but what set up the game was Mitchell Johnson. He took 8 wickets for the match, also a fifer, bowled beautifully, and he really, with his mush as well, a very aggressive fast bowler. I think a lot of batsmen will be fearful. And then with the English team, I think the moment for me was his battle with Kevin Peterson. I thought that little period yesterday was really great to watch for all the viewers. KP obviously loves being sledged, and that sort of brings his best cricket as well. So it was unfortunate that KP didn't really go on and score those big runs that England required, but I thought that him and his battles with Mitchell Johnson were my picks from this Test match. Great Test, obviously, giving Australia a 4-0 lead. Well on their way to making it a series whitewash, Ravi. Do you think it's possible in SCG, mate?
It is definitely a possibility. SCG, however, is renowned as a spin wicket.
Yeah.
And also,
should that suit England, you think?
That will. I mean, apart from today, obviously, Alistair Cook, it was weird because he decided to bring on Joe Root before he brought on his full time.
Yeah.
Being Monty down at start. But it is forecast to rain apparently in Sydney during the Test match, which is normal for Sydney. Yeah. But you know what? It's really hard to tell. It's been a really up and down series, but when it comes to performances, I still think Australia a bit too strong.
Well, I'm going to go 5-0 for Australia. I think they've got all the ingredients in this attack. They've got top order batsmen firing. They've got a really good captain in Michael Clark, fast bowler in Mitchell Johnson, obviously supported by Peter Siddle and Ryan Harris. And then you have Nathan Lyon, who also took a fifer and claimed 100 wickets as a spinner. So I reckon Australia for 5-0. SCG, Nathan Lyon's going to take another fifer, and I think the Poms will be looking for their British Airways flight back home to London. So thanks so much. We've had a great time covering this test match. We'll be up there again for the Big Bash games and also the SCG test match. This is Nav and Ravi signing off for Infinity Cricket, connecting people through cricket. Thank you.